Mom hears husband scream in basement, runs down to find toddler trapped in washing machine. Lindsay and Alan McIver's 3-year-old daughter Chloe got locked inside their new washing machine on July 10th. Their post about the incident has gone viral. It's not unusual for Lindsay and Alan McIver's children to get up before them. Most mornings, the kids entertain themselves for about 10 to 15 minutes, coloring and playing before going to wake their parents, Lindsay McIver told the Washington Post. Also, if you have not done so already, please subscribe to our channel and click that notification bell to get inspired by these real-life stories every day. Now, back to the story. But on Tuesday last week, the Colorado couple were awakened by their panicked 4-year-old son, Jace.
He was crying so hard I couldn't understand the words he was saying. It was then that the realization hit. He had said, "Chloe inside washer."
In a Facebook post that has since been shared more than 300,000 times, Lindsay detailed the harrowing experience of rescuing her 3-year-old daughter, Chloe. "I post this because I can honestly say we did not realize the danger of this machine," Lindsay wrote. "We are continually surprised at the new inventive ways our kids come up with to try and die, and this was definitely a new one. I've been hesitant to write this post, firstly because of the inevitable online mom shaming that is bound to ensue, and ... It all began with 2 curious kids and a shiny new washing machine." Despite telling their children to stay away from the washer, Lindsay told the Post she believes Chloe climbed in and Jace shut the door, pushing the machine's buttons while his sister was inside. Then, panic ensued. Running down to the basement laundry room, the McIvers entered a nightmarish scene. Through the washer's door's clear window, they saw Chloe tumbling around as water poured in around her.
It was terrifying.
Alan told Good Morning America in an interview Monday.
I could tell she was screaming, but the machine's airtight. I yanked on the door, I pulled so hard, I moved the machine from the wall, but it's locked, you can't get it open.
They had just purchased and installed the washer the day before and weren't familiar with how it worked, Lindsay told the Post. After pulling on the door didn't open it, Lindsay said her husband started pushing buttons on the machine, eventually pressing pause followed by power. The door unlocked, Chloe was freed.
Pulled her outside, out of it, and I got the best hug in the world from her as she was out and crying, but safe.
"It was terrifying," Lindsay said. "Since it was a new machine, we weren't positive on how to use it or unlock it. We knew it locked, but we didn't know if we would even be able to get it back open at that point. So we were just grateful to be able to figure out how to open it and get her out quickly." Aside from some small bumps on her head and wet clothes, Chloe had escaped from the washer relatively unscathed, according to the Facebook post. But the toddler learned her lesson.
Pretty quickly after we pulled her out, she said, "We better not do that again."
While the McIver story ended with relief rather than tragedy, other children who have crawled into washing machines have not been so lucky. 2 years ago, a 3-year-old girl in Arkansas climbed into a washing machine and shut the lid. In that case, the machine was programmed to start once the lid was closed, and the girl died from scaling and thermal injuries, as the Post's Lindsay Bever reported. In January, a 5-year-old boy in Japan suffocated inside a front-loading washing machine after closing the door and getting trapped. The McIvers are aware their situation could have easily been another tragedy, Lindsay said. "As I understand, if it's farther along in the cycle, it may not unlock at that point," she said. "We were able to catch it right at the beginning." Lindsay said she decided to share her story because she wanted other parents to be aware of the dangers posed by appliances such as washing machines.
We really hope that all parents out there evaluate the dangers in their house and look at the situation and where potential dangers exist.
"I hadn't heard any stories about things like that happening," she said. "The thought never even crossed my mind." In the Facebook post, Lindsay wrote that her washer's door now has a physical child lock on it and that the machine's child lock feature is enabled. All LG washers come equipped with the safety feature, Taryn Brucia, Director of Public Relations for LG Electronics, told the Today Show. When activated, the machine cannot be used, according to Brucia. In a statement to ABC News, the company said it encourages people to use the important safety setting.
We applaud Ms. McIver for telling her story and for sharing in our efforts to make sure that customers are aware of the child safety lock feature available on LG washing machines and dryers.
Because the washer was so new, Lindsay wrote that she and her husband had not even had a chance to use the machine or examine its settings before Chloe was trapped. However, Lindsay said she discovered that the child lock setting on her model doesn't keep the door from opening, so children can still get stuck inside. She added that it's important for parents to take additional preventative steps, such as locking laundry room doors or child-proofing washer doors. Kids are just so curious and energetic, and they don't always understand the dangers associated with things, she said. They're just learning by exploring their environment. It's always, I think for every mom, a challenge. If you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up and consider sharing it with someone who may find it interesting. Thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you in the next one.